2 of Candid Conversations. We are here with Dispel, and we also have DUI in the building.
Kinda.
Is that the cup you're trying to show me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cheesed now. Anyways.
The Holy Grail.
Sip. All right.
Yeah, it's the Toronto Maple Leafs on a cup.
All right. I feel safe already.
I'm telling you, we might
it's
not
the
know
first
how to
one in
win the
55
Stanley
years.
Cup. We sure know how to brand shit.
There's a reason why they pay for the lower teams.
Mm.
They have one of the largest revenue streams.
One
Very
of the. Yep. It's madness when you think about it. Like, although it gives hope for like those who frequently lose, there's still a chance they might make money.
Yeah, it's called a Leaf fan.
We're not gonna go there. Okay? Like,
It's what, 55 years now we've lost?
67.
That's the last time they
69
won.
actually. We're on like 69.
67 to now. Yeah.
67 now is like,
that's 55 years.
55?
You might want to go out and get some of that edumacation.
Nah, I said 67. It's been since 67.
Yeah, since 67. 55 years.
666 years.
Oh man.
Feels like
mad.
it.
Speaking of losing, the Guardians/Indians just lost to the New York Yankees last night. Very depressing.
The evil empire won. God damn.
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
I live in the evil empire. This whole country is an evil empire.
You gotta love how all of a sudden everything indigenous just hit the forefront. Like, you cannot speak in this, like the Guardians, the football team. Like,
Well, I have mixed feelings on that because the not the Chiefs.
That's why I brought it up.
Redskins?
Washington. The Redskins. When they gave up the name, they made a press release. They made a press release. We give up the name. We will stop donating to the causes because we were using that name. They were paying tens of millions a year to indigenous communities and outreach programs because they used the name the Chiefs.
Yeah. And they stopped.
Well, they're not paying to use the name anymore.
That's kind of a bummer.
They
don't tell you that.
That's kind of shaky.
It's called the NFL. It's the National Felons League.
Ooh. Where can you go and find more felons than you do in a sports league?
Nowhere.
Any political assembly. Stop it.
No, I think there's more in the
NFL. I like it. You guys are bringing the heat. You guys are bringing the heat already over there.
We're going there. Yeah.
It's been a while.
It has actually.
And now stain place for my head.
Yeah, it's been a while. How have you been since we last spoke?
I've been working my tail off, picking up side hustles and just grinding it out because when they locked us down, I DJ for a living, so they locked me down in 2020 like everybody else in the world. And then I had no revenue for a year. Ooh. So I've been doubling up my efforts to make up for that. So
Okay. Yeah. Well, up here, man, I keep thinking I'm doing a lot, and then I talk to Jason about what he's doing, and I realize I got to do more.
Yeah.
And I don't tell everything I'm doing.
And he's still not telling me everything he's doing.
Nice. I like how you added the LEDs back there. Those look good.
They're great. Pick a color, I can have it react to my voice and
nice.
Like it
RGB makes everything better.
Oh yeah. It just bounces around when I talk.
Oh, nice.
Like it's great.
Great. Wow.
That's awesome.
See, it's picking you guys up.
Yeah, I saw that.
We're very electric like that.
Oh yeah.
But no, I like my green light. A lot of people in studios have the purples and the whites and the blues. I like the green. It's calming. And I still have another strand and a half to put up.
I'll take that off your hands.
I'm putting them up behind my monitors and that. and one of my amps are going to be LED'd.
Okay.
Green is like nature spirit. You're a nature spirit, huh?
It helps me stay calm.
My studio's red, so like I got red walls. I like the red. They just washes over.
That just says you're of Caribbean descent.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, that restaurant today was amazing, by the way. I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, Caribbean Eatery. I was going to say, how is it? It was okay.
It was the first time I've had a jerked pork chop.
Really? I thought you would.
I've had roasts that were done. You know, the fattier meats.
Oh, it was
not a lean pork chop.
Okay.
It was interesting.
Yeah, they're always trying something new over there, man.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Shout out to Caribbean Eatery. The first restaurant to appear in the Culture Shock magazine. We are at, oh my gosh, would you believe we are on issue 24. sharetheshock.ca/mega-issue is where you can find the 48-page issue of Culture Shock magazine that features works by DUI, Taylor Peebles, aka Memoirs of a Mustache, the POE, yours truly, and a myriad of other authors from around the world. So get that. Take a look.
Support. He works hard. He works hard to keep the scene alive. So without us, no one else is doing it.
It's a lot of like. There's a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, and there's a lot of scene to keep alive. It's like I know how it
killed half of it too. A lot of people haven't bounced back from it band wise. A lot of bands went on hiatus. They won't be back just because, you know, hey, those people were not great with me type of thing or whatever, you know. They grow apart not being playing around, like playing all the time, right?
Yep.
It's one of the worst things for a band is a hiatus.
Yep. Yeah, we're just gonna take a break and see how things work out. Yeah,
look at Rage Against the Machine. What did any of them do sololy except for Morello? Then they come back and he rips his Achilles.
Oh, Boo Earns.
And he may never tour again because he doesn't know if he's going to get his ankle back.
Someone else just got hurt. Oh, Post Malone, I think, fell through.
Yeah, he fell and cracked some ribs or something.
And then he performed in Cleveland a week ago.
Yeah.
Like a week ago. He plays Magic the Gathering, so I like Post Malone.
He plays Magic. He was actually a metalcore singer and guitar player before he decided to go to pop songs.
Nice.
He's a genuine. Oh, right. It's the same thing with Weezer. Rivers Cuomo. He was a death metal guitar player.
Oh, nice.
Like the guy can shred, and he went, I ain't making money. But he's like, I'm not making money at this. I'm going to write pop songs and make money.
Commercial seems to be the way to go, bro.
And there's where Weezer came from.
All right.
Like Rivers Cuomo was an amazing guitar player. People just don't know it.
He looks just like Buddy Holly.
Okay. Yeah, well, think of a death metal version. Like the guy's a talented shredder.
What about who does the dubstep? Skrillex, wasn't he punk rock guitarist?
Yeah, he was like a hard edge kind of punk rock.
There's hope for all of us.
Yeah, we'll just stop and make pop songs. Oh wait, I made a contemporary pop album.
You really did, though. You really did, and that finished in the top 5 on a UK chart. So,
two singles have finished on an indie chart at number 5, and the third song is, I think, top 5 right now or top 10.
Look at you go. So
yeah, it'd be nice if it got here.
How did these indie stations find out about you to get on the chart like that?
I found them. Okay. Remember how David was talking about he won't try to ever outdo me because he can't keep up? And one day
never said I can't keep up. I just said I won't try to outdo you.
And one day I wrote 150 emails to college and indie radio across the world.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
I did it all old school. I didn't pay somebody to do it. Like you can go pay companies to do that now. Fuck that. I'll do it myself.
Well done.
Now, here's the question. Were they all individual? Or
Yes.
was it a copy paste?
No.
You're better than me, bro. I would have copied and pasted that shit, changed the name of the fucking radio station, call it a day. Hey, 103.59, this is me messaging you about that song. Yeah, you should play it on your radio. Check it out. Hey, 99.2.
That's the fastest way for them to say delete.
Listen, I'd make sure I wouldn't send the same one to the ones that were owned by the same brand.
It's kind of hard to tell now because a lot of indie radios now have some kind of radio corporate backing.
Yeah,
there's not many true indie.
The only urban radio station left is no longer owned by anyone urban.
Everything's urban if you put it in the right neighborhood.
We're gonna have to touch base on that.
It's true.
So what did you do? Like send them the song or a link to a song? Like check this out? Or...
I gave them special access to my Bandcamp. Yes, Driving Under Insanity with somebody else is on Bandcamp and all other major streaming.
Including sharetheshock.ca.
Yes.
Very good.
But yeah, I refuse to use contacts I have or anything. I just kind of, kick it old school. And if I could, I would walk right down to Chorus Radio and go, here, play this on all your stations. But, I haven't. Although our nationally run, government-run radio station has requested me to put it up to their database and email somebody so they can start playing some songs. I just haven't made the EPK for it yet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Look at you. Well done.
Tisk, Jason. Tisk.
And we're still giving the album away for free.
Wow.
Yeah.
The album costed me $55 to make.
Get out of here. What about your studio time?
My studio time's all done in-house.
Right, but I mean, how many hours did you spend in the studio?
You don't want that answer because you couldn't even guess it.
Saying, though? You see what I'm saying, though? That's what I'm saying, because I'm sorry, bro. When
we did a complete album from beginning to end. It took us 6 weeks to do. My end, each song took me no more than 2 hours to write and record and rough edit.
Okay.
And there's 6 songs. So it took me probably less than 12 hours to write all the songs.
What about like the producing? Who produced it and mixed it down?
I did. Each song took me 30 to 45 minutes to mix and master.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm not kidding.
Wow. That's amazing.
And then he gets mad when I call him the executive producer.
No, I think I'm shitty at mixing, but that's not the reviews I get back. So I just do it the way I was taught on analog, and I can quickly change that over to digital. It's the same board. It's just a different way of thinking about it. Like the software I use, I can change what the board sounds like per track.
A moment, gentlemen.
Like they have characteristics of each board that I could put into each individual track. So if it's vocals, I can make it nice and clean and less lows or whatever.
What program are you using? If I
Cakewalk.
Cakewalk. Okay.
Cakewalk. It's free. Updates are free. It's just as solid as it was when it was Sonar.
All right. Well, there you go, kiddos. You can do it yourself in your own home and reach the charts.
Well, look at who was it again? Oh shit. The guy's freaking from South Africa. Stained. No, not Stained. The other one. Seether. Their very first single that made them superstars was the demo version that was released. The record label released it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they were I didn't know they were South African.
Yeah, the singer is.
Okay.
But cool. Yeah, the very first single they released was the demo with like drum machine. 90s drum machine stuff.
Right. Well, that's always been hip.
Excuse
Oddly
me.
enough.
Look at me, I pay a guy to give me stuff. Or live off the donations of other drummers.
Yeah, I was supposed to do a track for you, and I just could not get around to it. I feel terrible.
That's fine. Actually, I'm about to drop a metal song soon, too.
Nice.
Actually, at the end stages, I just got to see which mix everyone wants to go with. Because I'm not the only one on it.
You are very prolific.
No, if I don't do music, someone dies. So I just figure it's better for mankind.
I think I can
His
relate
house
to
about
that.
to take off from the foundation. You keep stroking his ego like that.
I still think I suck.
Listen, man, I disagree with that wholeheartedly because here's what happened. This was my little grievance with him. Okay, I sat down and I made a beat. All right, I made a beat and it was a fire beat. The beat was nasty. I'm just like, yeah, bomb. This is a nice beat. And then something in the back of my head is like the musical universe is like, you know. I said, yeah, like, shut up. So I'm making a beat, finishing the beat, and then it's just like, you know, if you send it somewhere, you could add that extra oomph. I'm like, it don't need no extra oomph. Finally, I make the beat, get the song recorded and everything, and it's still nagging in the back of my head. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. I'm gonna send. I call Jason up, let me. I don't know what you're doing, but like, I want to send you this track. You know what I mean? I want you to do something to it. He's like, what do you want me to do? Give me an idea. I said, I want you to do you. I don't want to tell the artist how to art. You know what I mean? So I sent him the beat. I sent him the track.
How long was it before you got the very first rough mix back? Or the idea mix?
Couple hours.
I think it was an hour.
But like the back and forth was like there's like maybe a 5-minute back and forth. And then like maybe an hour, maybe like an hour to. I know it wasn't the rest of the day, but it was like an hour or two later. I got the track back. Well, I got the track an hour or two later. I don't know how long you sent it. So
you got an idea mix.
Yeah, he sends it to me, and I'm sitting there, and I put it in because I have my speaker, and when I listen to the stuff, I like to listen to it on my big speaker, so I put it on there, and I had people over. At the time, so I'm there, and I'm like, all right, cool. Let me play this for you. This is the song I made. And they're there like this, listening to it intently. And I'm like, all right, cool. I said, this is the song my boy made. And they're like this, and they're rocking to the beat. And I'm just like, you fuckers. I'm like, all right, cool. I knew in my mind that's what was gonna happen with the beat because like as a hip hop beat, it's just hard. It's just like you know what I mean? It's like one of those beats that people just mean mug to. But when you add the rock element to it, the chorus just goes through your body and you have to move. There's no way to fight it. So that's my little grief. That's all I'm saying. Y'all need to look out for that smoke. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. So yeah. And if it doesn't end up on that album,
everybody's writing music. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
I never stop. Even when I'm not recording physically, I'm writing in my head and getting it ready.
I feel kind of bipolar because I got to go from writing music to writing magazines. So it's like two completely different structures.
I go from music to writings.
Yeah, it's hard though. No, not hard, but it's a challenge because like when I'm writing a song, I find it easier to rhyme than I do writing a story and maintaining a grammatic structure.
And I don't have a thought in my head when I do either.
Yeah. Well,
I just do it. Like literally, that's frustrates me the most because people are like, "How do you do that?" I don't know. I just do it.
I mean, I get it done. It's just
I just do it. Like I can't explain it. When I'm writing, I'll write 4 songs in 3 hours, and have them all roughed out.
Wow, nice.
And when I'm writing songs, I could write 20 in 3 hours, like lyrics.
So you get your inspiration from the ether.
Something. But So, Scott, what have you been doing the last year?
Funny you should ask. Actually, we released our album today.
All right.
It's called Inferno, and it's inspired by Dante's Inferno, which is a work of world literature where Dante goes into hell with his guide Virgil and goes to every layer of mortal sin. So we did a song for each level of mortal sin. So we have greed and fraud and gluttony and violence and treachery. So it took 2.5 years to write this album because we wanted to do it justice, because it is a work of world literature. So we wanted to make sure it was to the level. So very happy about it. I'm starting to get reviews from the critics and starting to get radio airplay, and just sent it out to a bunch of people who purchased it and all our Kickstarter supporters like yourselves. And yeah, just a very exciting thing. Lives take on albums take on a life of their own. So you kind of create it and let it roll down the hill and avalanche, hopefully.
I do have a confession. You know all the little the videos that you put out for it?
Sure.
The music one, like with the music videos and that, where I believe you released one of the songs on video already, right?
Yes.
I haven't listened to it. I waited for the album to come out first.
Wow. Okay.
I did not spoil anything. I waited to sit down and listen to the whole thing from start to end because it's a concept, right?
Yeah.
And you go through each level. So I want to sit and listen to it all.
Nice.
At once. So I didn't watch any of those videos that had the music in it, literally.
Okay.
Or if it did, I kind of skipped through it if it was in the background and just,
okay.
read the emails because I want to actually, listen to it all from beginning to end.
I wondered how to present that. When I sent out emails to all our supporters,
you did a great job.
Email list. And so yeah, hey, here's what's coming. It's conceptual. It's meant to be listened to. And I was speaking with our executive producers, who is Chad and Shane. And I'm like, you think I should just wait to release the CD with the digital download, or release the digital download first? And they felt it was best to release the digital download, get it out there, and then the physical product will follow. So
I figured that's how you wanted it listened to from beginning to end. Then I'm going to pick my songs that I like after.
It's very good. Well, I'm glad to hear.
I already have one favorite. That acoustic song is amazing. Yeah,
Ravensea really brings it.
Yeah, it was a nice blend. Just the overall sound and feel. It was a really nice blend of everything. So that has been my favorite right at this second. I'm only like I'm like 3 listens in, so from front to back. So
I'm flattered.
I listened to it yesterday. I listened to it this morning. I throw it on in my truck and that when I'm at work. So yeah, I got some time to listen to it and enjoy it.
That. Speaking of one of our executive producers, looks like Shane has popped into the chat.
Hey,
where's my freaking thing? There we go. Let's click here to see.
I have no complaints, says Shane Fairbairn. Fairbairn.
Very good.
Awesome,
he's one of our executive producers and Kickstarter supporter. He's been with us since the beginning. So thank you, Shane. Appreciate you. You rock, man.
I know. As soon as that Kickstarter came out, I jumped on it.
I appreciate that.
I'm still waiting for that vinyl. I can't wait.
Yeah,
I don't have many vinyls, so.
Right. I had got an order from this pressing plant in Poland, and albums were $6 for vinyl. It was the best deal I found anywhere. And I didn't have the artwork at the time. So she's like, you should place the order all at once with the artwork, everything, the layout. And that was back in June. And then now that I finally got the artwork, I hit them up and the price had doubled. And now they're 6 to 8 months behind.
Damn.
So
I think there's a new record presser in Toronto. I don't know how much they are in Canada here. It just opened up not long ago, and it's the old school vinyl pressing.
So if you could let me know who that is, I will definitely hit them up.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it's insane. Things jumping like that. I work in housing, and half the stuff we have to go through is insane how much it's gone up.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then I guess it was Adele or something. Her last album, she ordered like 1 million pieces of vinyl, so it backed up every like vinyl plant was trying to process Adele's album. It's been crazy. And then there was a big fire at one of the vinyl processing plants. So it's crazy with all
Yeah,
this.
the plant that makes the actual material.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, even though there's fires at like 98 food processing plants, who cares about that? The vinyl's way more important.
Hey, man, some people like to listen to their monotone music.
Mhm.
Well, if you can make a mix pop on and like mono, then you've mixed it properly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's why with my mixes, it takes me no time to mix them, but I listen to them on everything, like a little freaking Bluetooth speaker this big to my phone with no headphones to the truck. Like vehicle's the best
Yeah. I think
representation.
vehicle's the best.
Mm-hmm.
But I listen to it on everything just so I know that it's just right.
Sure.
And
And it
little
takes
speakers, people use little speakers all the time now, Bluetooth speakers. So if you want it to sound good, you need to make it sound good on that.
and it really I think it really takes a ear for that. You really got to develop it. That's a challenge I always have.
Here we go. Precisionpressing.com.
Very good. How do I like do the chat? I see a private chat. I don't see like
Yeah, I can send it all to you.
okay. Privately
No
talk with
worries.
the host and other guests.
Yep, that's it down there. We've used that a few times when microphones die.
Yep. Usually on me. Okay, let me get
So,
this right here.
is Shane still in the chat?
I'm not seeing it.
No, that's the wrong one. I don't. Yeah, that's the private chat. That's just between the three of us. I don't know if you can get into that chat.
I know I can.
Yes, you can.
Need help.
But I was wondering if
Share
Shane
screen.
is still on there.
Yeah,
He
he's
sure
there.
is.
Yep,
Okay,
yes.
my question is to him first about this album. What is his favorite song off of it? Curious to see what his favorite song is off that album.
While we're waiting for that, there's a story behind the song you said you liked with his Glacia's Heresy, the acoustic version. It was actually recorded in South Africa when Raven C was down there getting her master's in music therapy. And then the accompanying music video was filmed in South Africa as well by a very talented crew of luminaries down there. And then the piano playing is her roommate, Kate. So that song was done in South Africa.
They did an amazing job because it's really, I love the sound of it.
It's
like
awesome.
That feel is there that it's like, yeah. David, wait till you hear it. It's great.
And it actually, it was originally mixed by Kate's father, who is an award-winning studio engineer. He has a Grammy. So I got to do a live stream with him, kind of going over, hey, how'd you mix this? What effects did you use? So like he gave me like an hour lesson about like mixing and stuff. It was a really cool experience. So the version you hear on the album, I mixed, but with lots of advice and help from a Grammy-winning studio engineer. So yeah, it was a real cool experience.
You got a really nice, it's a really nice mix.
It worked out well.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I'll have to invite you back to the Terrell Effect so we can play the whole album through and through. But we're gonna touch base on a couple of these songs before.
You need to play that one we were just talking about.
That was the one that I had selected before. That one, the glass.
There's also Journey
the
into
door.
Limbo.
Just a second.
Yeah, Shane likes Glaciers too. And almost didn't end up on the album. And
I don't know why.
The music
on the block.
I just wanted the album to be like hard rocking. And
you always need a ballad.
Yeah, and then when we did the music video, I'm still waiting on the digital download. All right, Shane, check your emails because I
sent yesterday.
I sent the digital download to everybody in Kickstarter. So let me know if there's a problem. I'll make sure you get it there, Shane. But yeah, so we did the music video, and one of the comments on the music video was like, "Oh my God, this song's so beautiful. Please include it on the album." And I was like, "All right, I listen to our fans, so I was like, all right, let's do it."
I've listened to it from the album now 3 times, top to bottom, in order, and I think it fits right in, even with the more, heavier goth sound to it. The nice acoustic, just right where it is in that playlist, it's perfect. It's a little bit of a break. You know what I mean? Like when you good albums, you go up, 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 and then there's kind of like just a little relaxation and back up, right? To kind of let you relax,
like a roller coaster.
Yeah, so but there's always that middle song that just seems to be,
weird,
just to kind of let you relax and cleanse the mind as you go on.
Interesting.
Like smelling coffee before going on to the fragrance.
Oh, I see. Oh, look at the wall. There was always like the Metal 2 songs were kind of like just not a climaxer, but not, it was just a relaxation type for the big finish.
All right, so Glacia's Heresy, the acoustic version. We're about to play that right now.
So the piano's by Kate Erickson in South Africa.
Hear now, dear disciples, ye heretics and thieves, pleasure beyond imagining await you. I hold the key to gilded chamber. Come, white silken sheets, the sick emblazoned circle, a scarlet rapture awaits you.
Here comes the chorus.
Observe the teaching that is hidden here. Oh, you, the knot will be unraveled to splendid spoils of the breathing. Beneath the crypt, a flaming brimstone, reclining in their vaults. Those with twisted cannon,
I agree with you, Shane.
Will smooth down.
Sing it, girl. So the basis of this song is Glacia is luring weak-willed people to be her disciples. if you can seduce them.
The knot will be unraveled. The splendid spoils of the grieving.
Here comes the bridge.
Decrees of scorn, unholy treaty. You have no choice, the die is cast, you shall surrender.
Strings in the background.
Found in scripture, your end is written. So heed the word that have been sealed in blood. Behold, now you possessed of intellect. Observe the teaching that is hidden here. Oh, the night will be unraveled. The splendid spoils of the grieving.
There we have it. Our first ballad.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I love that one.
Gentle Serenade, Will.
Piano
See
playing.
that one?
Awesome.
The vocals on that track just remind me of like a live vocal track being done. No one really around, not really a professional setting per se. You know what I mean? Like she sounds like she's really in that moment for that one. It's the only way I can describe.
She has the ability to just turn it on in the studio, which is unbelievable. Like when first time I worked with her, it was like how you said the music you had just been working on. A couple hours, we knocked it out of the park, you know. That was my experience working with her the first time she came in. We cut a track, we cut the lyrics and did the vocals right away. And I was like, oh my God, we just recorded this song in like one take. I'm like, that doesn't happen. And she's like, oh, I have a vocal performance degree from Berklee School of Music. And I was like, oh, didn't know that. That makes sense.
They also have a pretty good college radio. I know. I was talking to the music director. They're really nice people over there. They know their shit. But no, that track, I don't know. I just found it was like so strong.
Appreciate it. Yeah. We actually have another like acoustic song. I probably should have put that on the album, but it's on the EP. And it's Rings of Violence.
Yes.
We did it like a flamenco, but the other version was guitar by a guitarist in Germany, Leonard Konami from the band Meldurin, and he shredded really hard on it. So I'm like, I have to put this on the album because I wanted like a guitar anthem. So I guess it's a good problem to have when you have like lots of versions of your songs.
And everyone can pick which one they like.
Yes.
Give them options.
We all want options.
Some days, yes.
Shopping, it's a nightmare.
A good thing to have, yeah.
Wakey, wakey, David.
Oh, it's not that. I had to close my eyes because rage was washing over me. Completely different set of circumstances. What the? Okay.
Yeah,
all right. So, yeah. Oh no, just behind the scenes stuff.
No, I'm looking at discography because I have their discography on my computer and I do listen to it.
Sure.
I was just remembering which EP he was talking about because there was two of them.
That would be Flames.
And then there was the Unearthed,
or a Past.
And then there was the Unearthed mixtape that you guys were on too.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one. That was an out of the blue. Someone sent me a Facebook message like, "Hey, you should reach out to this. This guy's putting out a compilation. You should reach out to him." I'm like, "Okay." And wouldn't you know, he he put our song. We were the last person. He's like, well, it's already full. You know what? I like it. So we were track 13, lucky track 13, I think.
Nice. Sweet too.
Block, I've been meaning to ask, is that your Halloween hat?
Yes. Yes, it is. One of many.
One he wears most.
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, a tangled web we weave, so.
Indeed.
I figure I might as well just keep up with it. It's funny the looks that I get, though. It's like a couple people thought it was my hair. Just like, no.
That sounds racist.
You said it, not me.
Well, yeah, I can see it. If you're in a 90s hip hop cover band.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So is Halloween huge up there, like in the States?
Yeah.
Like people
I guess anything that's not Christian is pretty big, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
Like you guys have all the haunted houses and stuff. Like I did a bunch of haunted hay rides last week. It was awesome. All right, cool.
Oh yeah, our major theme park in this province does a whole month of just nighttime stuff where you can walk around. Zombies will chase you. People will pop out of everywhere while you're still able to ride the rides in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's cool.
We have an acquaintance we know that does a freak show there.
Yeah.
The Phoenix Fire.
Okay.
And then you got all the way
POE
south
doing his thing.
Yeah, Haunt Manor.
POE does this whole haunt thing.
Haunted hay rides and all kinds of stories of ghastly and ghoulish natures.
Love it. Love it. Every day is Halloween here at Dispel Studios.
Nice.
You might actually like Dr. Volcano.
Yeah, what's Dr. Volcano?
Okay, you heard my EP, right? The guy that does the vocals for that is a hip hop artist.
Oh, no kidding.
But he also does poetry. And he also has another side persona called Dr. Volcano, where he tells ghost stories and horror and stuff like that. And I actually did a song for that. I'm supposed to write some more for it, but yeah, I did a song with him for that too. And it's actually, he made a video for it.
Nice. You guys are very prolific up there in Canada.
Why?
At least your crew is. Your crew. Your group of luminaries.
We just have fun making music. I'm too old to give a shit anymore.
I wish I could say the same. I'm too distracted by world events, unfortunately.
I work 2 jobs and do music. My one job is working in the projects.
Really?
Giving back. Yes. I work for a nonprofit that houses affordable housing. So 80% what our local market would be is what we charge for rent.
Okay.
And working with many other organizations like mental health organizations and abuse shelters and homeless shelters and immigration and whatnot and addicts.
Good for you, man. Good karma.
I grew up in it, so I know what kind of people they get working there.
Okay.
I grew up in the projects in Toronto, so.
Okay. Our singer Ravensea, she gives back to the community because she does music therapy to like underserved communities. Actually, in Kenya, in Uganda and stuff. So she goes over to Africa and takes like a group of music therapists with her, and then they help out women who have been like abused and trauma and stuff like that with music therapy. And yeah, she's awesome. She's an awesome person.
She should do a vlog of her travels over there.
Yeah, there's lots of pictures. She has an organization. It's called Umoja, and yeah, she gives back. She gives back.
It's always good to do that. Oh man! All right,
yes,
well, we're past the halfway part of the show. but I want to do this anyways before we go. I like to flip the script. Now, I don't know if we have two hosts or two guests, because technically one of the guests is a guest host. So we're going to throw this to Scott, and we're going to let you say your piece or ask any questions you may have to ask.
I'm asking you guys questions, or am I asking questions to the universe?
Either way.
Which answers do you really want to hear?
Ooh, see, this is a Pandora's box.
Okay.
Life is a Pandora's box as soon as you open your eyes.
It is, especially now, because I'm very geopolitically savvy. Do the majority of people in your circles support Trudeau and what's going on up there?
I found myself nicknaming him Fidel Trudeau lately, so I don't know.
I don't mind him. He's done more good than bad.
I have a lot of people telling me that I can't do certain things, but not doing the things that they told me they were supposed to be doing for me. So I'm indifferent. Like, Jason's right. We're not in war or anything. And I mean, apparently because of his mom,
he just gave us more free health care.
Yeah, and his mom's
we
the
now
reason
have dental
we didn't have
coverage.
to deal with the Cuban Missile Crisis. I don't know.
See,
what are you trying to blame him for? What prices?
I said his mom's the reason we didn't have to deal with the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Possibly. Who knows?
Theoretically.
Conspiracies are great, especially when they can't be proven.
There is the rumor that, yes, he is the son of Fidel Castro.
Yeah, there's rumor.
Bro, genetically, go down to Cuba and ask them. Like, I mean, it's hard not to. It's like I'm not saying here nor there. I'm just saying, like, in discussing that, a lot of similarities.
Okay. Here's my quick question. So everyone wants to assume conspiracy, but if you do it to them, they're gonna lose their shit.
Oh, I've had you know I've had conspiracy fall on me, so I'm just giving the shit back.
Yeah, but I mean in a means of like your father's not your father.
Oh, I had to deal with that too. I've been told my daughter's not my daughter too, so it's just like, what?
Interesting. See, I told you it was a Pandora's box.
Say what you want to say, but
well, he's done, like I said, he's done more good running this country than bad. Which you can't say that the last administration.
No, the last administration could eat dick.
So really, when people complain about him, I'll be like, okay, what did he do to you that harmed you directly? Because most of the harm that happens to people in our country is not from the federal level; it's from the provincial level. Because 90% of everything that affects them daily is from our provincial level, which is like your Senate.
Yep.
The leader, the way our systems worked, our prime minister is supposed to go out and make Canada money. How do you make money? You work on the world scene. That's the federal government's job.
Well, what's with him coming out and praising the Chinese Communist Party? I thought that was kind of odd.
I don't know. Every party has their rights and their wrongs. Communist does have a good thing, just like it's bad.
I mean,
interesting.
It's true. Like
it does.
Democracy is only as real as you make it.
Democracy is really just capitalism, and
capitalism doesn't work.
And communism.
Well, it's
true.
Not
capitalism does not work.
We don't experience democracy. This is a republic. Well, at least I'm living in a republic, and republics are the most easily corrupted because you can just pay off the politicians in the republic. A true democracy would be we'd be getting a ballot mailed to us on every issue. Everybody would mail it back in, and then that would be a true democracy, but that's not the case.
Nothing ever is, though.
So we do have big elections coming up here in November, and
let's flip the script on you. What do you think of Biden?
Illegitimate.
Sleepy Joe.
He's a puppet. He's illegitimate. He's
they're all puppets, no matter who you look at.
That's
They all
that.
are.
That you know what? I'm not going to
Even
argue
Trump
that.
was
Absolutely.
had strings pulled for him too. So
Yes.
the
Yes. We
U.S.
are.
seems to be who can help who the best.
We are the what's the word I'm looking for? We're the serfs. We're the serf class, or how do you say it? I can't think. There's a Roman word for it. It starts with a P, and I can't think of it right now. But regardless, whatever. We
They
shouldn't
need to
have
take
gotten into
money
politics.
away
It's a
from
terrible
politics.
idea. I told you it was a Pandora's box.
Yeah, but those are always good
talking about
boxes. Like,
politics and shit.
No,
Oh
it's a
man.
mess because we're like on the verge of nuclear war.
here's the
So
thing.
speaking of like
there's
Cuban Missile
two ways to
Crisis.
this. Because remember what the EP is about, right?
Yeah.
Flames of greed, passing the gates into
Exactly. Politics
karma.
covers every single level.
It does.
Of that.
In fact, when Dante wrote Dante's Inferno, the people he met on the various levels of mortal sin were popes and cardinals and corrupted government officials. And,
Lawyers.
you know, back then in Italy, it was city states, and political intrigue was just as, if not more so, active. Like human nature does not change.
No, it never does. It
And
repeats. It just disguises it.
part of wanting to do that, the album was to kind of reflect what's going on in society, because that's our job as artists and musicians. We're supposed to be on top of and or ahead of the social things that are happening. So I mean, I grew up listening to punk rock, and that was very political and anti-establishment and your own rights. And I guess it stuck with me.
Yeah, but too bad some of those bands now are just left or right leaning. They're not truly about equality for all anymore.
Oh, I just feel they're about the money.
Yeah, like Jelly B Afro, he was all about everybody. Fuck, eat the rich type. Now he's really far right. It's no longer about everybody's rights. It's about his views and rights. See, I'm down the middle. I literally am straight down the middle of all three because we have a 3-party system up here.
Do you really?
Yes, we have 3 parties. We have 3 parties.
We have a 4-party system, bro.
Technically, 3 only make it to do anything.
We have a 4-party system, bro.
Okay. Oh yeah, well, we got the separatists. Yeah, the Quebec.
The
so
Green Party, bro.
The Green Party does not have enough seats to influence anything. I'm talking, when you talk about party systems, you're talking about influential. The states have a 2-party system. I can name off probably 50 other sub-parties, but they're a 2-party system. It's always left or it's always right.
Yeah, it
here
depends.
we have left, right, and center.
But does your center even have enough people in, what is it, Parliament?
Actually, they just made there a few months back a coalition with the minority government to get the majority seats. A coalition government, it's called here. Which is the way our system's designed. Which is where our system varies from your guys'. It's like we still have the BS, but it's a little harder to get through.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't for this coalition, we wouldn't have our dental health care that's starting to kick in over the next few years to cover every Canadian. And
which is a good thing.
And they made another bump in some cash give backs to every middle to low income family. And they're trying to figure out a way where the federal government can take over our welfare systems. So money goes direct and it's not funneled through the province. So they would
to a province.
Yeah, they would be abolishing our welfare system and the disability system and give everybody 18 years or older $2,000 a month.
So universal income.
In a form, yes. It's going to start on the low side first to help pick them up. Is what they want to do.
Help everybody, but okay. I mean, it's a good gesture. They might want to phase one in before they phase the other.
Universal health care would cost our country less than the welfare system is currently.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you're not dealing with circumstances, can't really dictate how beneficial it will be for them to be addressed. I'm just saying you are. I'm just saying, like, it just sounds like it's going to be bloop with one and then hooray with the other one. And that's not how it ever works.
It's everybody making under a certain amount of money gets it, period.
Okay.
So is that going to motivate people in some way?
It's
beneficially or negatively?
During the start of the pandemic, every single Canadian had a chance to cash in on $2,000 a month. And it proved that it kept our economy going longer than most into the pandemic.
So that's only $500 a week, though.
Yeah. That's what minimum wage here.
Okay.
Our minimum wage is $15.50.
That's basically this. I don't even know. We don't have I don't know what our minimum wage.
No, you guys have a federal
15.
basic wage, which is $3 and change.
That's
all right. Well,
and then every state is different. And then every state can up it.
See, I told you that was a Pandora's box. Never let me ask questions.
I mean, like this, we went down a rabbit hole strong. I gotta head out now, gentlemen.
Hours.
So, feel free to continue the conversation.
Yeah, but I can't control the music over there.
You can share
Actually, I got
screen.
some meetings. I have some meetings to go to.
Oh, okay.
But
all right. So then I will message you with another date for the Terrell effect, and then we'll get into more of the music and play the video.
Oh, it looks like Shane approves of that political speak. Well, that's amazing.
Maybe we'll bring Shane on next time. We should just do a Savage Circle.
I mean, I've been waiting for you to, be available for that kind of thing. So
I'm always available for you guys up north. You guys are awesome.
I think Shane would enjoy a Savage Circle sit-in.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
Speaking of, how's TJ doing up there? You guys talk to him at all?
No, not since a bunch of things behind scene happened.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. I did hear about some drama was going down. I didn't know he was part of it.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
He was one of the proprietors of it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It is what it is.
It's tough. We got to stick together.
My dad told me it's hard to negotiate when you're holding the blade of the sword. That
very
was
profound, very wise man.
You know what I mean? So it's whatever.
And it still took David another year and a half to listen to me.
It was only 6 months for that group.
A year and a half with somebody else after that incident.
Yeah. You don't have to go.
Well, the incident that happened, I told him a month or two ahead of time that something was coming.
But your understanding and experience of a situation and my understanding and experience of a situation differ. So for me to understand the situation, I had to experience it. Your experience is what led you to that understanding. So for me not to have that experience would take away from my understanding.
I'm also a pretty good read of people.
But
you have to go through it before you experienced it. Before you have the experience. So as much as I can appreciate that I could have paid attention earlier, if I didn't have that experience, I would have had the knowledge I need to know to avoid future experiences of that nature.
But didn't you go through it right after with somebody else?
Not that I'm aware of, but seeing as how all my faults seem to be remembered, maybe
I remember it all. I'm picking on you.
I noticed.
I've been working all day. I'm tired.
I have to run and go pick up some videos, and I gotta go and see what else is happening on the evening because I have this Halloween haunted hallway to prepare for. It's
Nice.
happening October 28th through the 31st on Brownlee Avenue. It's gonna be all kinds of hell and high water. Come check it out.
Very good. Very good.
All right.
And I got to make sure Shane and our other Kickstarter supporters got their digital
Yes.
download.
Yes.
I got mine.
So like you got like an email from me and it was like, hey,
And it said at the bottom of the page.
Okay, perfect.
You may have to copy and paste it.
Yeah,
into
Shane,
a
I'll
browser.
reset. Shane, I'll send you a personal email to make sure you got it. But I just want to make
Yeah,
sure
I
the
know what you sent
Kickstarter
me.
people got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
I can put up a post. But it has been rich. It's always a pleasure talking to you, Scott. Keep me posted on the latest developments. We'll get you a date for the Terrell Effect sooner than later. If you don't hear from me by Tuesday, message me on Wednesday. Oh my goodness, Jay. Yeah. Keep me on my toes, bro. Keep me on my toes. I was just like, I should play this. Like, you're the perfect person to play Don't Lose Your Cool with. That'll be a true test of my fucking patience. But
Oh, Shane, you're invited back to the next one.
Yes, Shane, please come by and you know what I mean. We'll get you on camera this time.
You can even do it from your cell phone.
That would be awesome.
Restream.io, ladies and gentlemen. It is the way
we can
to
have some
go.
fun.
Yeah.
I always like to have fun. Oh, speaking of people up north, Miss Charlotte got married.
Oh yeah,
I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, they came and played down in the falls here a couple months ago.
Very cool. Yeah, I follow her on Facebook. So yeah, it was awesome.
Follow her TikTok too.
Okay. Well, I don't do TikTok.
You can watch her videos. You don't have to post anything. You can watch them. That's all I do. I have one video on my TikTok. It is a 1 minute chunk of Pretty Jane, our first single we released from the EP. That's it.
Nice.
A little chunk of the video. That was it.
All right.
Actually, I'm just about to start the cover art to number 2.
Oh shit. Okay. We'll talk more about that in the coming weeks.
Sounds good.
We're gonna bring you back on to talk about that next album you got in the works. So yeah, this is gonna be we got some developments happening, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for some of the latest from the soon to be greatest and me as I change my status.
Well done. Bust that. Bust it.
Bust the groove. Bust the move. Look at my hat. Look at my hat. Look at my hat. Anyways, for Scott and DUI, this is the block saying, bless up. We out.
The block DUI. You guys rock. Shane, thanks for joining us. Oh.
Hey, look at